talk to John in Las Vegas. You're on the air with Max Keiser. Go ahead, Joe.
Joe in Las Vegas, Alex. First of all, I want to say we love you. We respect you, my wife and I. And yesterday I posted a comment on your message board under Infowars.com under the Obama Deception Censored. And today when I checked my stats on my own site, I noticed that the Homeland Security gave me a visit. And the way I know that is you have to register and actually enter the entry page, and it records it. And I got a screenshot right now up on that link that I posted my comment from.
Oh, yeah, we pay our tax money to be spied on by a bunch of private corporate crooks. I mean, Keiser, how creepy is that?
Well, it gets back to something called the asymptotic curve. The cost for data storage, data processing, and data transmission is constantly moving towards zero. So it doesn't cost anything for the government, or it costs, of course, a lot of money, but the cost to them is getting cheaper every day. So they just rake information. So to get a visit to a website, to your website, to make a comment, sure, just put that into their master database. Another company on the top secret America list, by the way, is Oracle. Oracle Software. They make all the databases. That's where all the secrets are kept. Larry Ellison, the billionaire, who's always winning the World Cup with his fabulous yacht racing, he's on the top secret America list, along with Google and these other information technology companies. But the cost of all this stuff keeps getting cheaper and cheaper. So while it's cheap for bloggers to blog because you have an international audience, it's cheap for the government to spy. But what's asymmetric and what's unacceptable is that the government simply gets rid of the competition, gets rid of all the blogs, gets rid of all the dissenting views, and keeps all the economies of scale of having cheap surveillance technology. That's completely busted, man. We want to compete fairly. We want to be free speech. We want to have views and opinions expressed. We don't want to have to blog for credit, to go into a virtual slave plantation to get processed cheese for every 14 hours of clicking we do. That's not tolerable. We're not going to stand for that.
Joe, I appreciate your call. Good points. BJ in Arizona, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex and Max. Alex, something happened yesterday that was smaller than what you're going through, but just as important. Dr. Rima Labo, I don't know if you recall her. She was in conspiracy theories. But
No, I've interviewed her many times. She's a doctor. She's the wife of General Stubblebine.
She was hacked and blocked from doing her Sunday night radio show on Blog Talk Radio.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. There's massive censorship intensifying everywhere. I appreciate your call. Max, there's no doubt they are really testing their system now, and they're openly saying they're going to start censoring us more. I mean, the government's admitting it. That's chilling.
Right. I mean, it's not an accident that my shows are on RT, Russia Today, Press TV, this is Iranian, France 24, BBC, and global TV networks. The reason I'm not on a U.S. network is because the U.S. considers my information to be too inflammatory. So I'm on networks outside of the U.S. Al Jazeera English. We made a film on Al Jazeera English a year before Iceland collapsed. It was called Money Geyser. And we went to Iceland, and we said to the people there, your economy and currency will collapse within a year. It's exactly what happened. Nobody in the U.S. would broadcast that film. Only Al Jazeera English would broadcast that film. Had people in the United States seen that film, and we talk about the Bear Stearns and Lehman brokers talking about collapsing the Icelandic economy in Reykjavik a year before it happened, then maybe somebody in the U.S. would have started to question what was going on in their own economy, and maybe the crash of 2008 wouldn't have happened the way it did. But, you see, we weren't allowed to play that film in the U.S. because it's considered to be against the interest of Wall Street banks. But Al Jazeera English played that film. So people all around the world, in India and Bangladesh and Pakistan and Europe and Asia and Middle East, knew about the crash that was coming. But nobody in America knew about it because these films wouldn't play in America.
By the way, Al Jazeera does reach hundreds of millions of people. It's bigger than most U.S. networks.
But it's banned from the U.S. It's banned from the U.S. because they are dealing with the factual matters, and they have real journalism on there, which we expose the bankers, and we show the public exactly how the games are played. We had a film on there called Rig the Markets, and I outlined 13 ways that banks rig the market. And that was 2 years before the crash of 2008.
All right, Max, we're out of time. I look forward to having you back next month. Folks can find out more at max-keiser.com. Of course, our websites are infowars.com and prisonplanet.com. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, bye.
There goes Max. What a character. I want to thank everybody for the great job you've done getting the word out about the Obama deception being censored. We won a big victory with it being reposted. We're going to end the live transmission now. We'll give you 30 minutes from the first hour, retransmitted, then we'll go back into all the other key stuff that happened throughout the day. It was an amazing broadcast, and a lot of news got covered at the start of the second hour, so stay with us for that coming up in the rebroadcast. But the Obama deception on DVD, get it out to everybody, available at Infowars.com.